Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the World Cloud Show. Right now, we're on our next tech talk on the customer journey to multi-cloud, and we're joined by Arief Pribadi, the Technical Director, Nutanix, Indonesia. Well, Arief brings more than 18 plus years of experience in IT industry, working in different IT roles, from certified IT technical engineer, consultant, architect, trainer, and enterprise sales manager and senior IT manager. Thank you so much, Arief, for joining us today live at the World Cloud Show. With this, I'd now humbly like to invite you on the stage and screen. Over to you.
Thank you, Bhavana.
Pleasure.
So all my screen and share screen are good?
Yes, Arief. All good. Over to you.
Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Arief Pribadi, Technical Director Nutanix Indonesia. Let me share some information in my 20-minute session. Allow me to share our experience with our customers, how we experience our cloud transformation journey together to achieve our customers' cloud objectives. And to start the session, let me share a little bit about perspective. Today in Indonesia, digital transformation is driven by a cloud-native technology. It was brought by social media and public cloud tech company in 2010. And I believe since then, there are a lot of new disruptive startup companies emerge. They came with new innovation based on the cloud technology and displace existing traditional market companies. And this happened in the world and also here in the country. And since then, until now, companies in Indonesia are pushing these initiatives by re-architecturing their application into microservices architecture, changing the way of developing and creating the application into a DevOps culture and CI/CD process, which full of automation. And companies also re-architecturing their traditional infrastructure into cloud native infrastructure, such as Nutanix, to support the cloud technology. And the challenge is that by applying cloud technology, organization must have the ability to change and transform their people, their process, not just their technology. For example, in people, now new businesses and technology is now become one, has been merged. So we need a qualified talent with agile mindset. Agile mindset means that it can move quickly from ideas to delivery. And these people also need to create an agile methodology and culture for faster innovation, deliver product in daily or even hourly basis, and fast experimental and research through actions. And also transformation needed in the process also. Automate IT and business process is the key. Automating IT process by using an AI-based intelligent operation, automating application delivery through a CI/CD and infrastructure as a code, and definitely automating the business process through innovation, leveraging the current and cloud technology. And in technology itself, transformation needed by changing everything into a software defined, including infrastructure service, which we know is hardware centric, but we need to change it into a software defined because we need the agile architecture used widely in the world and to make the application portable between one location to another location. And how we can overcome these challenges. Nutanix and our customers has been using this methodology for a couple of years, and we use this methodology to help customers start their cloud transformation journey. The first step in the journey is to modernize your traditional IT infrastructure into a software-defined cloud-native infrastructure with built-in private cloud and cloud capabilities. The second step on the journey is to start building your cloud-native application based on microservices architecture, based on cloud technology, and deploy the application through an agile process like CI/CD process. And the third phase of the journey is to leverage a public cloud service in terms of faster time to market your application deployment. And the technical challenge in implementing cloud architecture is that we need to stretch the architecture, which consists of a lot of multiple small services, consists of multiple data sources, and you need to provide a standard communication and data transport through an API and messaging system for these services to be able to communicate each other. And we also need to have services that include a data ingestion process, both the structured data and unstructured data, to a data lake for machine learning modeling and in a result of a real-time inferencing and real-time decision support. So all of this architecture must be consistent and stretch between locations, between edge computing, between data centers, and between cloud providers. So that's why the first step in the cloud transformation journey that we did with our customer is to standardize and modernize existing traditional infrastructure into a software-defined cloud-native infrastructure, such as Nutanix, which can be installed on any preferred data center hardware. It can be installed on any edge hardware, or even can be installed on any public cloud providers who support API, definitely. And all of these are standardized into the software-defined platform. We call it in Nutanix Enterprise Cloud Platform. That's the first step in the journey. And the second step in the journey is to start building the application based on this architecture. You need to also transform the process, how you create the application. You need to have a DevOps culture to eliminate silos between organization inside the IT and make them into a single a DevOps task force with the same objectives in deploying application in agile manner. And to support this pace of agility, to support this speed of DevOps culture, cloud native infrastructure such as Nutanix need to be able to deliver a variety way of automation. We able to deliver various ways of automation. We can deliver automation through a self-service. We can deliver automation through an API and orchestration to support the speed of this agility. I give you an example how a self-service mechanism applied in the platform. For example, is database as a service. Database as a service is one of the example of a self-service mechanism in the platform for you to able to deliver and manage your database application into the architecture automatically into a single platform. You can deliver any database that needed for the architecture. And I give you a slide sneak peek how the database automation process happen. For example, I need to deploy a cluster PostgreSQL servers in 2 locations. It's regardless whether it's in data center, DRC, or in the public cloud. So in the platform, you can choose which database you want to be installed. And in this case, I will choose the cluster version of a Postgre. And in this self-service wizard portal, you can choose which data center that you want to install this cluster. And this data center can be in any location, whether it's on the edge, on the data center, on the DRC, or even on the public cloud through this single pane of glass. And the rest will be deploying the database into this platform automatically. That's an example of a self-service mechanism. The other way Nutanix delivered the automation is through an orchestration. We have on-prem marketplace preceded with a built-in cloud-native application needed by the application architecture. And it's based on built-in orchestration. So you can choose a online on-premise marketplace to choose any cloud-native tools that you need for the architecture. You can choose, perhaps you need a NoSQL database in that part. You can choose the big data on that part to build in and build your architecture. The third way of delivering the automation is through an API. And in API, usually we use this approach if you want to apply a CI/CD process into your software development lifecycle. The CI/CD process starts when everybody in the task force has commit an application, whether it's upgraded one or a new application, and it will trigger the automatic process, which automatic build, automatic testing, automatic release, and automatic deploy your application. It can be done automatically, for you can deploy a new upgraded application just in terms of minutes. So this application start into automatic testing. We call it a CI, continuous integration, and it will automatically followed by continuous deployment, which is automatic deployment to infrastructure in anywhere. It can be deployed to public cloud, it can be deployed to edge, or it can be deployed to a private cloud. And it will automatically create and trigger the creation of the infrastructure services for the application to be run. So the architecture need to be able to have a variety ways of automation to support the agility of DevOps culture. And the third step on the journey is to leverage public cloud services with the objective of faster time to market your products by leveraging ready-to-use cloud services, which already there in the market, which you can pick and choose. You can choose any public cloud services in any public cloud providers. And with Nutanix Enterprise Cloud Platform, you can do this seamlessly because all the clouds will be managed into a single platform, a single management. So you can choose some of or several of those public cloud services to your architecture for your application can be deployed more faster. For example, if we go back to the architecture that you want to build, perhaps the database service you will use the services on-prem on the Nutanix private cloud, and your VM or containers also perhaps on your private cloud. But for object storage, you can use AWS services, or for data modeling, you can use AWS machine learning services, or perhaps in big data, you will use Databricks from Azure or from Ali. For other example, you can pick and choose the right services for your cloud native architecture. And you can do this seamlessly because everything will be managed into a single platform, single management, single operation, and single experience from your Nutanix console. So you can deploy your application faster in most cost-effective way. So embrace the cloud technology and start transforming and achieving your cloud objective. You don't need to follow this cloud transformation journey, but the methodology and the technology that Nutanix has been tried and proven works to our customers for you to follow. I give you an example how the multi-cloud technology in Nutanix able you to automate to deliver the services and the application needed in multiple cloud landscape. This is an example how we create an application which has 3 modules on it. We have a database which uses NoSQL. We have a Node.js as a middleware, and we have Nginx for a web-based application. And we create this on our orchestration platform. You can see in this orchestration, you can create any application or design any cloud-based cloud native application that you want it to be by deploying it into a blueprint first. And then you can have an option how you deploy it. I give you an example. I can deploy this application on-prem, and this the applications looks like. And these 3 services are installed on a Nutanix platform on-prem, whether it's a container or it's a VM. And same blueprint I can use to deploy the same application, but this time I will deploy it into AWS public cloud service, which you can provide the information in the blueprint. And after you fill in the information in the blueprint, you choose to install this same application like before, but with the option of deploying it into AWS. You can see the result is the same application, but the difference is the services are deployed on AWS services automatically. Or even you can do a hybrid one. I will have these 2 services will be deployed on AWS, but 1 services will be deployed on-prem. In this kind of hybrid design, you don't need to rework your application. You just change the way how you're going to deploy the application. So you will see there will be 2 services in AWS and 1 services deployed in Nutanix on-prem. So this kind of automation is been built in, equipped in our platform. So for you to able to deliver your application in any location through a single pane of glass. So using Nutanix platform, you will able to use a single platform to deploy any application in any location and any clouds providers. Nutanix Cloud Platform is a software-defined cloud platform operating system, which can be installed and deployed for your private cloud in your data centers with any preferred hardware that you choose. It also can be installed in any preferred cloud public cloud providers, which public cloud that has an API on it to simplify your hybrid and multi-cloud landscape. And Nutanix Cloud Platform also delivered a seamless application mobility and application lifecycle. So the application can be able to deploy in any location, any cloud you choose, and it can be scaled by your behalf in any location. for you to have a robust and agile application with most costly effective way of doing it. And the most important thing is you can have an application to be mobile between clouds without retooling or reworking or re-architecting your application, and you only need one skill set in any cloud that you manage, because every cloud will be managed into a single platform, which means a single skill set for your engineers to do it. So that will be my last slide. Thank you for your kind attention. Back to you, Bhavana.
Thank you so much, Arief, for that wonderful presentation. Well, we really request everyone to now visit their booth. Thank you once again, Arief, for their valuable time.
Thank you.